that why people are developing this feeling against immigrants. I mean, what are the mistakes or what are the drawbacks or why people are developing this feeling?
It's hard to pinpoint it, but I think the world is becoming very insular, meaning that, hey, I want my own people. The other things I think is where the sentiment rises is the migration of people, right? Like, let's say this in India, before 1980 or even 1990, did Indians leave India for the US? Rarely. It was a very small population that came here. And then all of a sudden, there was this big boom of, the tech people, Y2K, and everything like that came in. And I think what is happening across Europe and across North America is this visual look that, hey, my neighbor is no longer the same as me. My neighbor looks different from me. Where are they from? How come they have an accent? And maybe before you had to go, like 3 miles down. Now that person is right here and that person is across the street from me. And I think that is adding to the uncomfortable nature and adding to this feeling of like, I'm not with my kind, that like that feeling. And then that feeling jumps to,
Yeah.
are they taking away my jobs? Because again, a lot of the people, especially ones who come in all these professional visas, whether it's in Europe, whether it's here, they're highly educated individuals, right? They're
Yeah.
professionals. They're coming, they're doing their job, they're making a living and a good living, right? Because they work hard and stuff. And so that neighbor is like, hey, how come he's got that new Tesla and I can't even afford this? Right? That part goes around in people's head and they want to think it's not my fault. It's their fault that I can't get that. And that's the rise of actually anti-immigration that's going on in the world right now. The migration outside of their home countries, landing in these places and being successful in the new land. That's what the issue really is. To me, again, jealousy, plays a big hand in all of this anti-immigration things. So, and but I have to say also to everybody who's watching, and I've said this before and other things. Could I just go? I'm a U.S. citizen. Could I just go to India and work? No, I can't. I have to go through a whole process to get a work visa if I wanted to come and work in India.
Yeah.
They don't make it easy for US citizens. And so because they're protecting their own workers and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
So is it unfair for a UK to want to kind of say, I need to protect my own people? Let me be able to give them opportunities.
Yeah.
I know that's an unfair thing to think. I think that's how it's happening.
Absolutely. And I think that's a very practical thought. There's always two sides of the coin, and that's what you have spoken. And also, thank you so much for participating in this session. If you have more questions or any other follow up, then feel free to put them on the comment section and we will definitely take them up.